Okay, today we're going to make pork tacos. I've got my trusty frying pan, my trusty blender. I've got 2 pounds of pork butt. This is going to be a small recipe. I'm going to use 1 small can of tomatoes. I've got my red jalapeno peppers, or dry chilies. I got garlic salt, got cumin. I got my frying pans already. What you do is you cube it, remove the fat, the meat gets browned, you salt it as it's browning. The fat gets put in a separate frying pan, you get browned off as well. And then we're going to put it all in the big pot back there. In the blender, I'm going to blend tomato sauce, cumin, garlic salt, peppers, salt, and black pepper, and blend that up and add it to the meat. And once it's browned off, then I'm going to add some diced onion and diced green pepper. I have now got the meat cubed and it's in a frying pan. The flame is on kind of high because what we want to do is we want to brown this off. I got the meat in 2 pans, and the smaller pan I've got the bacon fat, or the fat that I trimmed off. So I'm going to brown these up, and then once they're browned up, then I'm going to add them to the frying pan. Okay, the meat is browning up nicely. I've had it on one side, I flipped it over. That's what the meat looks like as it's browning up in the frying pan. And that's what the fat looks like as it's frying up in the frying pan. I also salted them again one more time when I flipped them over. I'm going to get ready to make the sauce. Sauce is 10 ounces of sauce, black pepper, cumin, garlic salt, and red peppers. And I'm just going to put them in the blender and blend them up. The red peppers look like these things. See these? Those are the red peppers. 1, 2, 3. Add some sauce. Now this is how I measure my cumin. Yeah. And garlic salt. Yeah. And a little bit of black pepper. Yeah. The sauce has been blended. We're going to taste test it. Neat something. I think I'm going to add some more cumin. I added a little more cumin, and I did add a couple more red peppers. I'm going to taste it. And this is a clean spoon. You can hear me open the drawer. New spoon. That's good. Okay, the meat's about done. I'm going to get the meat off, get the meat in the frying pan. I'm going to add the diced onions and peppers, the sauce. I'm going to rinse out, blender, pour in the rest of the can of tomato sauce. Because you can see there's a lot of tomato sauce left in that can. Can you see? I didn't use all that sauce. Now, the meat is browned off. I'm ready to add the meat to the frying pan. I'm going to use to cook the stuff off. See how nicely the meat is browned up? That's 1 frying pan's worth. Got some little scrapings out there I'm trying to get off. That's going to have some good taste to that taco meat. The other frying pan worth of stuff. Alright, that goes in there. This is the fat that I fried up. I'm going to put that on a cutting board and chop that up real good. And then I'll add that to the pan. I'm adding my diced green pepper and onion. I only used half of the green pepper. I might decide to use some more later, but not right now. The blended tomato sauce. It doesn't matter if you add a lot of water at this beginning because it's going to all kind of cook down. Still some good stuff in there. Alright, I'm going to add the rest of the can of tomato sauce. So it'll cook off. The only thing I got left to do is chop up the fat that I got there. In fact, cutting board and my knife, I'm going to chop this stuff up, and I'm just going to just really crush it up real quickly. But that, boy, is just going to add a nice taste to that taco meat, because it's going to, I mean, can you believe this is all the fat from that pork that I trimmed off, and now I'm just kind of chopping up. This is just going to get added to the frying pan. And we'll just whip that stuff in there. Yum, yum. Starting to simmer. Now, it needs to cook. Let me give you a stir here. But see, the pork is in big chunks of pork. So when that pork breaks down and falls apart, then it'll be ready. But this needs to simmer for, let's say, a good 2 hours. Obviously, I got the, yep, it's getting thick. Better stir it a little bit here. See how we're doing as far as sticking on the bottom of the pan. Yep. sauce is getting a little thick there, isn't it? But the meat is not falling apart. See, I'm pushing on the meat and it's not falling apart. Okay. So we still got a ways to go for pork tacos. How are we looking here? You can see the sauce is getting a little dry, which means that the meat's absorbing it and it's evaporating. Now let's see here. Yeah, the meat's starting to break up, isn't it? But still, we got another hour to go. Something like that. I might add some more water. You can see how dry it's starting to look. So I'll keep an eye on it. If it needs it, I'll add some more water here in a bit. Man, that stuff is sizzling away. Oop, it's breaking up real nice here. Look at it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look how this is breaking up. So it's just breaking up real nice. Okay, I have broken up the meat. It's all shredded. I added a little bit more water because it looked a little dry. And I'm just going to let this simmer just for 10 or 15 more minutes. And then we'll make ourselves a taco. What I like to put on my taco is shredded lettuce, some queso anejo, and some tomatoes. So I'm going to go out into the garden and pick a tomato and get to work on that. Okay, I'd say we got taco meat. See how it looks? Nice and broken up. Okay, what I got going is I got my hot plate with some tortillas heating up. These are store-bought tortillas. I didn't make these. And then I got my shredded lettuce. I got a freshly picked garden tomato. And I got some cheese. It's called queso anejo enchilado. It's a real nice crumbly cheese. See how it crumbles up real nice? I just love it. It's a little salty. People like it. Okay, there are my assembled tacos. You can't really see the meat down there. Yeah, you can. There's the meat in there. See the meat in there? And they got lettuce, tomatoes, and cheese on top. And these are small little tortillas. These are chiquitas. Tacos are done. It's 12:32. I'm gonna go eat. See you, bye. Yum, 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 yum. I bet you want to come over here and eat these, don't you? Some people put sauce on top of these. I ain't going to do that. Make them. Go buy the ingredients.